Hey folks, welcome to this week's edition of BrushPile Fishing. We're coming to you from the BrushPile Media Camp here in Dale Hollow, staying at Dale Hollow Marina. What a beautiful place, folks. And today we've got a great show in store if we can get through all this rain that's coming in and out. But I'm going to have a great guest. He's been on the show many times. Kent Driscoll is going to join us. We're going to do some long line pulling. Fin spins has been the key down here. You know, a lot of folks here, because of the clear water, use planer boards. We're going to show you another technique that hopefully will work just as well by just putting out a bigger spread with longer rods. We're actually going to use up to 18-foot rods. So it should be interesting. If the rain will hold off, we're going to get out there. So you stay tuned. We'll be right back with BrushPile Fishing.
Many people look at a lake and feel a sense of calm serenity. Crappie fishermen feel the heart-pounding anticipation of the thump. That's why host Russ Bailey is addicted to crappie fishing. It's this addiction that takes Russ from the Midwest to the Deep South in search of the best lakes, techniques, and patterns from some of the best crappie anglers in the country. Right here on BrushPile Fishing.
Hey folks, welcome back to BrushPile Fishing, and you know this guy, Kent Driscoll. Kent, how we doing, man?
Hey Russ, how you doing, buddy?
Good, man. We fished a lot of lakes together, but we've never done Dale Hollow. This is it, man.
This is it, man. This is the best kept secret for crappie in Tennessee.
Yes, sir. I would agree with you. And we're going to target those blacks today again.
We are. There's some white crappie in this lake, but it is predominantly black crappie, and there's some big black crappie in here. And there's also some black-nosed crappie.
Yes, sir.
And we're going to catch a few of those today, I hope.
Yep. And you know, Ken, a lot of people think because of the clear water, if you don't have planer boards, you can't catch them. Now, when the water turns super clear, it makes a difference. But we're going to show you another way of catching them without the planer boards today, right, by a big spread of the rods.
Yeah, so what we're going to do is on the outside, we're going to run an 18-foot B&M Pro staff.
Okay.
On the outside on each side. Okay, so if you add those two together, that's 36 feet plus the 8-foot wide boat. We're going to be running over 40-foot spread.
So we're covering some
water.
water.
We're going to have two 18s on the outside, two 16s, two 12s, and two 9s. And I'm telling you, it's going to be like a combine going through the water. We're going to sweep a lot of water. We're going to cover a lot of ground. We're going to run about 1 mile an hour. We'll probably stay in 20 to 25 foot of water.
Okay.
We're going to pull 16th ounce Crappie Magnet Fin Spin Pros.
Gotcha.
And it's the Pro Series that have the either a silver or a gold blade.
Okay. And
because the water's had a little stain to it, the gold blade has been working better over the past couple of weeks. And believe it or not, chartreuse and blue has been the predominant color.
Yes, sir.
But we're going to try a test today.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to let you run straight fin spins and tip them with a Crappie Magnet slab bite.
Okay.
On your side. So you're
Okay.
going to run 4 poles that way. I'm going to run the Fin Spin Pro Series on my side, but I'm going to tip them with a minnow.
Okay.
And we're just going to try and see what the fish prefer. And we'll try a couple different colors, but we're going to mainly run 16th ounce because we've got the depth dialed in.
Yeah.
And so we just want to make sure we've got the right color, and we're going to figure out if they want live bait or not. So.
Well, I'll tell you what, we've already had delay this morning because of the rain.
Right,
they're calling for more, so we may be in and out, but let's get started, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be an overcast day. They do bite the fin spins or any type spinner a little bit better on a clear sunny day because of there's more flash and more vibration in the water. But we're fishing in the middle of the day, and I think we can still catch them. I think there's plenty of light out there.
Let's do it, man.
Let's just get
out there.
Yeah, let's try it. Let's see what happens. Folks, stay tuned. We'll be right back with you.
Here's the lake information, sponsored by Mossback Fish Habitat. Your gear and conditions, sponsored by Cornfield Fishing Gear.
First fish of the morning here. Tell you what, man, you gotta love Dale Hollow for these aggressive black crappie, man.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good fish. Get us going here, Mr. Driscoll.
What do you got going there, boss?
Look at there, brother.
Getting the game started?
Yes, sir.
All right.
I'll bring him right to you.
Oh, yeah. You done this before?
Once. With that Driscoll guy.
Yeah. Oh, look, rookie mistake. You got you even reeled your other line in.
It's all right. Let's get him. Look at the bellies of these things, man. Already.
Oh, he's a piglet. He's a piglet. You got him?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Look at there, folks. Right off the bat, we've been here.
How long did that take?
3 minutes.
3 minutes.
Long line trolling.
That's it, man. It's the game.
Fin Spin Pro Series. That's it.
Hey, you're fishing no minnow. I got a minnow. Did you tip with a slab bite?
I got a slab bite. Slab
All
bite
right.
1, minnow 0.
Pay attention, folks. I've got minnows on my side. Russ is running all slab bites and fin spins on his side. We're running the same baits. Minnows, no minnows. He's got slab bites. Good job, dude.
Thanks, brother.
Yeah, man. Hey, folks, don't tell anybody, but I didn't put a slab bite on Russ's pole when I threw it out.
Thanks, pal. Chartreuse, too. I use them more than anything.
All right, 1-1, guys. Running about 1-1.
Kent, what kind of depth are we in right now?
So, Russ, we just pulled up out of the river channel.
Okay.
And we're going up on a flat. We're in 21 foot of water. You can see we're in a split right here.
Yeah.
So you got one creek going to the left, one creek going to the right. Water temperatures looks to be in the mid 50s right now. It's starting to warm up. These fish are on the move. They're staging out here.
Yes, sir.
We're catching staging fish. They're probably gonna go to the bank this week, I would imagine, start going to the bank. And I think this is probably the first wave of fish moving up.
Okay.
And they've been down the lake a little bit, you know, in that 30 and 40 foot of water for the winter. If you look at these fish, you see how wide he was when he came out of that water. So, you know, most of these fish have probably been pretty deep. And now that it's warmed up a little bit, the fish are starting to move up in the water column. We're pulling about, right now we're running 1.1. We've got 16th ounce fin spin Pro Series on. And like I said earlier, I'm running minnows on my side because we're just running a test basically.
Yep.
You've got the same bait, but you've got the slab magnet. And, or not slab magnet, slab bites on yours. And so let's see, you know, let's see what these fish want. Let's figure out a color, let's figure out a depth. You know, let's see if they want a minnow today or they don't. I know last weekend when we were here, we caught more without minnows.
Really?
Yeah, we caught more using the slab bites, to be honest with you, so. All right, we're getting in some fish now. I see a few fish now. Looks like they're about 10 feet deep, which should be perfect for these jigs. These jigs are running somewhere around 7 foot, 8 foot probably right now.
Now, Kent, one of the things that you're doing a little bit different, I've been with a lot of guys at Long Line out of the back of the boat.
Right.
They've got all the rods set straight up on the back and all the same size. We're doing things a little bit different to get a better coverage.
If you start on the outside, I've got an 18, a 16, a 12, and a 9.
Okay.
And you know, we've got some pretty clear water on this lake right now. You can see the visibility's about 2.5 to 3 feet.
Yep.
And what I'm trying to do here is just get the baits away from the boat and cover more water, you know, big, wide spread.
Right.
And, you know, it works both ways. You know, it's all personal preference on what each individual fisherman likes. But, you know, I like the big spread. You know, you can see we've got about 4 foot of line separation, especially if you look at these lines. It helps you, you know, from getting tangled.
Yeah.
And then when you catch multiple fish at one time, which is going to happen today at some point, you know, it just makes it easier to get your baits in and out, and I think it's just a little bit more effective, you know, when it comes to covering more water and a bigger spread, and you know, getting more fish, more looks, and more bites, and you know, the whole 9 yards. So it's you know, it's the way I like to fish. And you know, I'll tell you something else they do up here. You'll see planer boards.
Oh yeah.
You know, our friend Corey
clear
Thomas,
water.
right,
Yep.
who guides up here. Corey's a big fan of the boards. In fact, I've got him in the boat. He's, you know, he guides up here March and April, does a, you know, fantastic job. And as a matter of fact, he told me last year he fished, I think it was 42 days. And of that 42 days, he was pulling boards. He limited out 30 fish 41 days.
Wow.
There was only one day that he didn't catch a 30 fish limit. And that's pretty impressive.
Yes, it is.
You know, with
Yes,
weather
it
conditions
is.
in the spring and everything else, that's a pretty big deal right there. So that tells you how effective it is. And I think because of the clear water, that's a big part of what he's doing. You know, he's getting the baits away from the boat. The fish are, you know, especially when they move up the water column, you know, those boards are really effective. I'm basically doing the same thing, but I'm not fishing quite as wide as he is.
Right.
But I'm trying to cover, you know, a big wide spread of water. So.
Well, with the 18-foot rods, that definitely helps.
Yeah, and I tell you what's cool. Wait till we catch a 2-pounder on an 18-foot rod. You're gonna say, hey, that joker, he'll load these rods up, and they're fun to catch on that long rod.
Well, and the one thing that I do want to let people know, when you've got these 18-foot rods and 14, 16s and stuff, and you're using rod holders, and you're moving as fast as we are,
right?
You're pulling those. You've got a lot of weight and stuff on those. You better have some good rod holders. And we talk about the Drift Masters, but this is why.
Oh, absolutely.
Because they're as sturdy as can be right now.
Yep.
And if you don't have that, you're going to be miserable because they're going to be turning. Your rods are going to be moving.
Yep. I tell you what I like about Driftmaster is they're so easy to adjust.
Yeah.
Up and down, left to right.
Yep.
Just one simple adjustment. You grab a hold of the rod holder, you don't have to worry about bending it, and just move it up, move it down, shift left, shift right, whatever you want to do. It's just they're so easy to use. And yeah, he makes a great product. Driftmaster makes a fantastic product, no doubt. Yep, here we go. You ready?
What you got?
The old minnow pole.
Cheater. Cheater.
Russ is calling me a cheater.
Probably a baby.
Here, I'll let you get this baby. I got you, baby. Where's that other boat at? Yeah,
That's a good fish too. That is a good fish too. Not as good as what I had, Kent, but it's good.
Yeah. I got you.
Good crappie. You get black nose.
Is it really?
Yes, it is.
Nice.
There you go, Mr. Driscoll.
Aren't you not going to take it off?
I'm afraid to touch those. I don't want that minnow on my hand.
Yeah.
Black nose crappie.
Yeah, man. There you go. Pretty fish. Did you see what I caught him on?
What color? Blue?
Take a guess. Yeah, blue, pink
I'm
head.
telling you.
But hey, I had a silver spinner on.
Really?
Yeah, take note of that.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I know I've said it a million times, but I just can't get over how healthy these black crappie are down here.
Awesome, man. But I want you guys to look at that minnow. He absolutely chomped it. But it's got a silver blade on it, so let's pay attention to that. You never know. I mean, it's low light conditions today, so
Little things.
Yeah, we've been catching them on mainly the gold blades, right? Yeah. So we'll,
Yes, sir.
Let's keep that in mind as we stay fishing.
So Ken, I think one of the things that helps Dale Hollow is their limit. They've got a 15 fish per man?
It is 15 fish.
And 10-inch limit.
Yeah. And you know, from a conservation perspective, I don't know a whole lot of other lakes that have a 15, fish limit on crappie.
Right.
And that's a pretty big deal. Part of the reason these fish get as big as they are is, it's because the limit, is only 15. And to be honest with you, 15 is plenty of fish.
You bet it
For
is.
two guys, that's plenty of fish. So, yeah, I'm in full agreement. I think some other states ought to probably look at this.
I would
or
agree
other
with
lakes
you.
look at it.
I would agree.
But the interesting thing is part of this lake's in Kentucky and part of it's in Tennessee. And apparently, they must have come together, the game and the fish, and decided on this 15 fish limit. Right.
Oh, hang on, folks. Jeez.
I just cut across the channel just to see, but I'm gonna back over in this 20. Here we go. 20 foot, yeah. Deep fish. Oh. Look, Look at the bend in that rod.
Yes, sir. You just said you wanted to try something a little different going over that channel.
Yeah. Looks like a nice fish.
Yep, I believe so.
Oh yeah. Good job, Russ.
Come here, Mr. Crappie. Yes, sir. Folks, we ain't even gonna say what color it's on.
I know, but look close. I want you to look real close at that bait.
Look at that. Man, these fish, we talked about stage and look at the big round bellies. And they're hard yet. They're not even ready to blow yet.
No, it's still early. So check out your other rod over there.
Here. You got it? Let me grab this fish.
Hey, check out this little secret.
Tell you what, that channel, good move, Kent.
Yeah.
Good call, brother.
Oh, there. Oh, you know what? You got your line over there.
Yeah. That's another good fish, too,
Look
Kent.
at that. Nice.
That is a
Keep
good,
coming.
I think this one might be better.
Yeah, keep coming. Real. You got that other line. That's why it's pulling back a little bit.
Don't look like he's hooked real good either.
Nah, you got him. Come on with it. Keep coming. Got him on the 18, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, keep
18-foot rod.
Yeah, baby.
Nice move there.
Yeah.
Man, you had just said getting in that channel.
Yeah.
Look at there.
So,
Man, oh man, this place is awesome.
all right. So we were just talking, Russ and I were just talking a second ago. We'd gone about, what, 20 minutes without a bite?
Yeah.
So I came out here and I cut across the channel and I said, Russ, we're gonna come out. We were in 30 foot of water and we came up to 24 just then. We caught 2 fish, just like
Bam,
that.
bam.
All right, we caught them on the same exact color. Look what color it is. Chartreuse and blue, Crappie Magnet Fin Spin Pro. And then one of your fish, I've got it tipped with a Crappie Magnet rubber bait. Did you see that?
Yeah, I did.
And you asked me earlier about what do you do when the fish are short striking? If you notice that Crappie Magnet that's on the back of that fin spin, I bit it in half.
Gotcha.
Okay, and it's on this other pole, but I bit it in half, so it's a little bit smaller bait, a little bit smaller profile, and we just nailed 2. So here,
Get back at her.
I'll let you get untangled. Of course, mine's bigger.
Yours. Yours. Son.
Hey, Russ just got a double. I get to hold them. That's all I get to do. All right, good job, buddy.
Nice.
All
Good
right.
call there to move in that channel.
So Russ and I were talking about earlier, some of these fish are kind of short striking these baits a little bit. And if you'll notice, I took a Crappie Magnet rubber body and I bit it in half, okay? So I shortened the bait up just a hair and it makes it, see how it makes the fin spin? It makes it like a bigger profile bait. So it actually pushes out the little tentacles on the side, gives it a little bit more color and a little bit bigger profile bait. But the plastic part is not hanging back too far. So when these fish start short striking, cut your bait down a little bit. I just cut it off with a pair of scissors. I cut about 1/4 of an inch off and boom, just like that, man. We caught 2 in a row. So let's see, you got, oh, get him. Whoa, look at my man.
18-footer again.
Russ is firing at him with those 18s.
Dude, it's another big oh, yeah.
What do you got, boss?
Yeah, baby.
Get him up on the
May
surface.
get tangled, but I don't care here. Oh man, that's a hog, Kent. Woo.
All right, boys and girls.
Jeez.
I am no longer fishing with minnows for the record. I'm going straight fin spins. Because if I don't, I'm gonna spend all day netting Russ's fish.
Oh my gosh.
Bring him in here, Russ.
Come on.
Yeah, that's a nice fish, brother.
Yes, it is.
Keep coming.
Come on. Come on.
Keep
come
coming.
on.
Keep coming with him. Keep coming, keep coming, keep coming.
Get him in there, Kent. Get him in. Oh, Kent. Look at there. Oh, gosh.
Hey, what would you have done if I'd have knocked him off?
Well, can you swim in 52-degree water?
No.
Oh, my gosh. There's the first two. Man, that's well over 2.
Close to 2.
Gosh. All right. Look at that tail, Kent.
Yep. Oh, look at that. Look at that.
Holy
Look at
cow.
that. Yeah. So these fish haven't spawned yet, so that was probably from last year. Look at the bait, man. It's that same bait, brother.
Doggone, man.
Chartreuse head, gold, and blue and silver. And I'm gonna change all mine out.
Look at that. That's a good 2-pound fish right there. 2-pound black crappie.
Stud.
Baby.
Stud.
Folks, this is a second show that we've shot at our media camp here at Dale Hollow. And I just want to take a minute to thank Denny Wilbert for putting us all up. You know, all the B&M and Crappie Magnet guys are here. And I'll tell you what, Denny has been over backwards for us. And you can't get better accommodations than what we have. It has been an absolute blast. I'm going to hate to see it end for sure, Kent.
Oh man, I know. I just got here. You guys have been here all week, and it has been killing me seeing all these pictures of these giant black crappie y'all been catching all week long. And
The fishing has been awesome.
I know I tell you, it's just a special place. I mean, you know, it's like we talked about earlier. It's probably the best kept secret in Tennessee.
Yep.
Don't you think?
Yes.
I mean, for the
Yes.
quality of fish that we're catching, man, this place is amazing.
Wow. Dale Hollow in Tennessee is stunning, even to the locals who see it every day. It's home to the world record smallmouth bass, plus the top 3 biggest smallmouth bass in the world. Dale Hollow Lake has some of the biggest crappie in the nation, as well as many other species, including bass, carp, catfish, muskie, walleye, and abundant schools of panfish. In addition, Dale Hollow has over 620 miles of shoreline with over 30,000 acres of pristine fishable waters that also provides room for all forms of water sports like skiing, snorkeling, and wake surfing. To access this amazing lake, you will have your choice of marinas to launch from, like Cedar Hill and Dale Hollow Marina, to name a few. If you are looking for a memorable getaway, make Clay County, Tennessee and Dale Hollow the top of your list. Visit DaleHollowMarina.com.
And you know, one of the things that I wanted to show today, folks, we talked about Corey Thomas earlier, and Corey is the master of the planer boards. And when the water gets super, super clear here, it makes all the difference in the world. But most days, we're in clear water now, but still most days, if you've got a good spread, you can still catch these, you know, just doing some regular long lining. But, you know, on the real clear days, it's going to make a big difference if you've got the boards. So don't get intimidated if you don't use planer boards. Get down here and just do this long line trolling for them.
And we've been here, what, an hour, Russ?
Yes.
We've caught 7 keepers in an hour.
Well, we haven't made our first full circle yet.
Yeah,
in
and
this
I'm telling
bay.
you, I'm about to run. We just had a triple right behind us, so I'm changing. You see what I'm doing? I'm changing colors. I'm going to that. I'm going to chartreuse and blue, but with a chartreuse head and gold. I've got
Gotcha.
silver on.
Silver,
I'm not getting
yep.
bites. I'm not getting bites on silver like you are. So
Well,
that tells me they want that silver spinner. You know what I mean?
You know, Ken, any time that we're doing this, well, we've done it with the crankbait shows. When we've got
look.
several baits out, you do want to start with different baits.
There's the magic. Yeah, and we talked about it. I mean, when we started the show, you know, I was going to fish with minnows.
Yeah.
And you were going to fish a straight jig, tip with a slab bite.
Yep.
And you're out. I mean, I think I've caught 1.
Yeah. All it's doing is
Right.
letting the fish tell you what they want.
Right. Color, speed, depth. Color, speed, depth. Bam, bam, bam.
You know, and you may have days
Hey.
out here where any color you have, they're going to take.
Right. We're about to get it dialed in.
Today's not one of those
Hey,
days, though.
We're about to dial this in, and we are going to train wreck them from now till this afternoon. Get him.
Let me get this fish. Doggone, folks.
My man.
We have got the area figured out here.
My man's coming in heat.
We have got the area.
Oh,
man.
this fish is pulling drag.
He's pulling, brother.
Yeah, he's pulling some drag.
Come here. He ain't coming up.
Is it a crappie?
I don't know.
Or
It might be a
bass?
bass. We caught some nice bass here today.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is not going to be a crappie.
That's all right. Just play him on out. You never know. He might be. Well, he's sure pulling. Oh, yeah. That's a crappie.
Oh, my gosh.
Don't let him get the motor.
Ken. Hold on.
Don't let him get the motor.
Oh, my gosh. He never came up. He never came up.
He buried it.
Oh, my gosh.
Magnum.
Oh, I wanted to catch something like the last one. I think he's bigger.
He is bigger.
Oh, my gosh.
He's definitely bigger. Oh, I love it.
You almost don't want to air this show because everybody's going to be here now.
That's all right.
Oh, man, folks.
I got your pole.
Look at that. I don't know how long he is, but he is an absolute monster.
Hey, look here. It's on that crappie magnet that I shortened up.
Yep.
All right, folks. So this is the only bait that's got a crappie magnet rubber body on it, but we're about to change that.
Yeah. Folks, as you've seen at the beginning of the show, we're dedicating this whole show to a special guy, Chris Miller. Kent, I know he was a real close buddy of yours.
Yeah, he was, and you know, Russ, Chris unfortunately passed away at the age of 19 years old.
Yeah.
He was involved in an accident in college at school, and you know, it's a really sad situation. Chris was very special to me. I actually met him at Bass Pro Shops in Nashville. He came to one of my speaking seminars about 5 or 6 years ago.
Yeah.
And Chris was autistic, and one of his focuses was fishing. He loved to fish, and his mom brought him to meet me at Bass Pro, and we got to be friends. And he asked me that year to fish a tournament with him, and unfortunately, I already had plans. But I told his mom, I said, Crystal, I said, I will take Chris fishing. And he lives up there around Dover, which is Kentucky Lake area.
Okay.
And so I called Chris later that spring, and man, I got to spend a day in the boat with him. And he was a special kid. He loved to fish and had a really big heart.
Yeah.
And you know, I got to know him really well. So we're dedicating the show to Chris today. Chris, just, you know, rest in peace, brother. We miss you. We love you. Man, it's hard to talk about.
I know.
It really is. But he was a special kid, and you know, he loved to fish. And the other thing that he loved was he created a cartoon character called Captain Spectrum. And that whole character, he came up with the idea, and that character was an anti-bullying superhero. Chris had been bullied all his life because of his autism, and he had gone through some really tough times as a kid, but he overcame all that and came up with this idea of Captain Spectrum to help other kids. And the one thing I learned from Chris was he always put others before himself.
Yeah.
And man, you don't see that in kids these days. And again, just, man, love him and miss him. And you sent me a jersey.
Yeah.
You remember this.
I
You
do.
sent me a jersey that it was a BrushPile fishing jersey. You signed it, and I
Yep.
gave it to Chris on the very first fishing trip. And ever since then, we've done 4 or 5 trips. He's worn that
I know.
jersey.
I
And
loved
so
it.
I appreciate you for doing that. I appreciate BrushPile Fishing, and I just wish, you know, I wish his family, you know, well, and I know they miss him, and it's a really difficult situation, but you know, he's in a better place now, and I guess God just called him up early.
Yep.
And it's unfortunate, but you know, one day we'll all be back reunited together, and you know, hopefully get to go fishing again. So,
Yes, sir. Yes,
yeah,
sir.
So,
Well, Chris, this show's for you, buddy.
yep, for Chris, and man,
You know it.
yeah, appreciate you, man. Yeah, it's tough, man. It's a hard one. That's a hard one.
Kent, you care if I get this fish?
Yeah, go ahead, buddy. I got you. I guided you right to him.
Look at this. Man, this is awesome down here. You know, and I'm not gonna lie, Ken, I was a little bit worried because this cold front that come through, but
Right.
oh boy. Doggone. I don't think the front's affected them that much.
Nah. Come here, get over here. Yeah. You're good, keep coming. Nice and slow, dude. Nice.
Yeah.
This is a nice one. This is a nice fish. Keep coming. Reel a little bit more.
Bringing it to you, brother.
Yeah.
Keep that rod up high. Yes, sir.
Yep.
Dog. Oh, man.
Stud.
Look at these black crappie.
Look where the bait is.
He didn't want it.
Nah, he didn't want it.
Man, oh man. That was
So,
on
hey,
the...
Russ, we just went off the drop,
Yeah.
and I turned, and your inside pole went down.
And again,
Guaranteed.
look at that.
Yeah.
Man, oh man. Another one that hammered it too, man.
Yeah, he's 1.75 pounds probably. Just another pretty
Just a
Dale
baby.
Hollow fish. Yeah. Yeah, look how wide he is. Bellied up.
You know what'll be cool, Ken, is when them really move into spawn and they get that dark color.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. And that, that's going to happen once this water heats up a little bit more.
It's on its way.
Yeah, they move up in that shallow water, and that sun starts penetrating the water. Yep.
And now the BrushPile Gear Check, sponsored by RTD, Erupt Fishing.
Hey folks, Russ Bailey here. It's time for the BrushPile Gear Check. The rain started moving in again, so here we are back in the studio here at Dale Hollow. But I want to talk about the rigs we were using today for long line pulling. We covered a big spread of water without using planer boards, but what we did is we had longer rods. We started out with the Pro Staff trolling rods. We had 18 footers, then 14s, then 12s, but then straight out the back, we had 9 foot called the Difference rod by Roger Gant. This gave us a super spread, and I'll tell you what, it was absolutely outstanding. The 2 rods on the outside, the 18 footers, did catch most of the fish, and I think that's because they're further away from the boat. As far as the line we were using, again, with the clear water, we went with a 4-pound, but we did go high vis with the slime line. It didn't seem to slow the fishing down at all. As far as the jig we used the Fin Spin Pro Series, and you heard us talk about it all day, but man, this blue was absolutely the hot color. The one thing that we did on a couple of these, and I think the bigger fish came on them, is we took one of the regular crappie magnets, trimmed it down, we took 5 little rings off of it, cut that, put it in there, it made this blow up just a little bit, and that got some of the bigger fish. So just a little tip there, little things can make a big difference. So thanks for joining us for today's BrushPile Gear Check.
And that last fish we caught, we went around that white buoy right there, and it dropped off, and I turned, and your inside pole dropped down a little bit, and bam, that big one nailed it.
We'll definitely, there we go.
Yeah, baby.
What you got, Mr. Driscoll?
I got an 18
That
stretched
fish was
out.
supposed to be hitting on my side.
Oh, no, he's not supposed to be on your side.
Look at these fish.
Yeah. Yeah. There you go. And just like that. You see what I did? Seriously?
I seen you catch a small fish.
No, I just put that chartreuse blue on.
Oh. Another good one, folks. Not as big as some that we got, but another good fish. And folks, we're starting to get rain. It's starting to cloud up, get a little bit darker. So you know what that means, Kent?
No.
It means me and you can stay out and fish, but Joe's got to go put the cameras up.
Oh, come on, Joe. Let us stay and fish.
I'll tell you what, folks, all kidding aside, it is starting to rain now. You can probably see it. Kent, we got to put the camera equipment up, but we've got plenty for the show. We've been out here, what, 2 hours?
2 hours, yeah.
2 hours. It's been great, folks. And again, Dale Hollow, a great kept secret, nice big black crappie, and good numbers of them. Kent, I appreciate you joining us as always, man.
Yeah, man. Hard to beat these crappie magnets, man. These Fin Spin Pros and these B&M poles, we put them to work today, didn't we?
Well, I'll tell you what, we got our rain suits. We put the camera stuff up. We gonna keep fishing?
Yeah, we're gonna keep fishing,
All
you know
right.
it.
Chris, again, this show's dedicated to you, buddy. Rest in peace.
Yes, sir.
So,
Thank you, Russ.
all right, man.
Enjoyed it, buddy.
All right,
Yep,
as
enjoyed
always,
it.
my man. Folks, I hope you enjoyed it. You stay tuned. We'll be back again with BrushPile Fishing.
Special thanks to B&M Pole Company, War Eagle Boats, Crappie Magnet, Slime Line Fishing Line, Cornfield Fishing Gear, Eye-Hole Jig, Easy Drift, RTD Erupt Fishing, Driftmaster, Offshore Tackle Company, Power Pole, Mossback Fish Habitat, Hook and Bullet Sunglasses, Dale Hollow Marina. Dale Hollow Marina at Cedar Hill.